Hey Christine, these are great. I like these. They're really fresh. They're really direct. It does look like you had fun doing them, and I got to tell you that that always totally comes across if someone is just sometimes it's fine, to have the struggle show through in the work. But um, I really, when I look at my own work and I feel like, oh wow, the joy, the action, the direct action of painting comes through in the piece, and these are doing that. So that's, I mean, how great is that? I like this one. Um, yeah, I think the work down here with the stems, I guess I would have maybe brought a little bit more. I don't know. I think it works. I think it works fine. I'm not sure that these work up here. That these, I kind of want to see these lying flat, because then these guys, for them to be poking up above the horizon, they would need to have some stems or something. They would need to be something. And I don't know. I don't know if those guys work. I probably would maybe not not do that. Um, this light that you've got here, I think you could do a little bit more of that. So some of these could be catching a little bit more light and then going all the way back. This is great. This nice soft edge, all of this painting, the little light holes, sky holes is great. The way you built the marks in the stems, I think is really good. And like I said, just really fresh and fun and really nice. This little thing, I mean, that's a little thing. Maybe you think it works, maybe not, but I probably wouldn't go there. Let's see, what else? Those other ones. Yeah, I want to talk about the other one first. This one. Yeah, so this one, again, I like it. It just really direct, fresh. You've put the pastel down really in a very direct way and not futzed around with it. Um, and I really like that. I think it's good. And this sort of using the these negative shapes really well here. I think that's great. And you've given me the great sense of perspective and scale by making the marks um, smaller as I go back in the distance. A little bit of idea of gesture of with these lights. So yeah, really good. The only thing I would say about this one, because all these edges are relatively, let's see, let me get red. All these edges are relatively hard edged. This is pretty hard edged. This is pretty hard. This one is pretty hard edge. These are obviously a lot of contrast, so hard edge. If you had wanted to give this a little bit more, soft atmospheric feel, I probably would have come along this edge and drug a little bit more of the light sky into it and let this edge have a little bit more gradation to it, a little softer. But you know, I don't know. I think what's good about the piece as a whole, it all kind of hangs together pretty nice. When you start going, oh well, this edge, this is graphic, and this is not, and then you have to start changing a whole lot of stuff. So I think overall it just really hangs together pretty nicely. So, okay. Let's see, let's go back to this one. Yeah, so now this one, it's really nice. I love what you did here. Let me see if I can get, whoop, I blew it. Okay, this is what I wanted to talk about. These marks. This little section right here is really well painted, really lovely. Okay, so you've got these kind of more flat block, strokes in with these kind of softer edge strokes. You've kind of come back in with this dark and carved in around, or made some marks in around underneath here. Then on this edge, real soft edge, brought the blue sky, some of the cloud in here. Um, all of that's like really, these nice little delicate ideas of sky holes. Super good, super good. Really, that whole whoops thing is just terrific. And all of these, great. I also really totally think that what makes this the whole piece is this yellow that you got up here in the sky. Really neat because it's kind of unusual, but it ties the whole thing together because it's so strong. If you had, if you had not done that, it wouldn't, I mean, it'd still be a good piece, but it wouldn't have the impact. So it's great. And then you've got this blue back here, but then you've kind of echoed it down here too. So really neat. Good job. Um, what I'm kind of missing about this though, yeah, and you've given me this kind of idea that there's a little bit of a meandering, um, pathway into your painting. That's cool. Um, I'm missing some bigger strokes in the foreground, because your strokes, see, the scale of your marks here are relatively the same as they are back here. And I want to see some big marks up here. And then as I go back to the horizon, they diminish in scale. But if I were you, I wouldn't do that on this piece. I would, if you were going to do any more fields or anything in this vein, then I would do it. But I wouldn't change this piece. I would leave it. I'd call it good. I really like it. But that's just my opinion. I would have some bigger strokes, some bigger stems, some just overall bigger mark making, and then as I got back, I'd get it smaller and smaller and smaller, just in terms of the scale of the marks. But um, that's it. Um, yeah, you did really well. So I feel really good about what you painted. Um, so yeah, kudos. All right. All right, talk to you soon.